It's a new time for marketing. A time when virtual technologies are changing the way marketers approach business. Join leading industry executives as they discuss the trends and transformations virtual technology marketing is driving in today's business. Because it's a time where virtual is the new reality. In this program, 6connex CEO Kevin Carbone interviews Michael Doyle of Virtual Edge on the future of the virtual event industry.
Michael, you may be in the best position to have an overall view of where the industry is going, given your position at Virtual Edge and the fact that you're talking on a daily basis to not only me but others at other virtual experience providers. Where do you see the market going and evolving?
Well, that's a good question, and we are at the very early stages. So I think that there are a lot of directions that if you look 3 years down the road from now, it might look very, very different than it does today. But I think there are some distinct things that are going on right now that are impacting the industry. I think one is, and we talked a little bit about the size of this potential industry, a $300 billion industry that we're in here, and there has to be a tremendous ecosystem. If you look at the trade shows and the meeting industry, there are thousands of event management companies and producers and digital agencies that are helping to build that or support that size of an industry. So I think that's what's going to really be one of the things that is a driver here, is that the ecosystem is going to be built out, and it's starting to now. There's a lot of relationships that are have been announced, and a lot of press releases that are going out about that. I think in the next 6 to 9 months you're going to see the fruits of those kinds of relationships really start to impact the industry. So I think that's one big thing. I think another area is just the platforms themselves becoming more open to those partners and those providers coming in and using the platform for their own marketing purposes, and being able to brand the environment the way that they want to, and create the kinds of experiences like the Born identity experience that you mentioned. I think you're going to see a lot more of that, and that's going to make them much more interesting. All these events and virtual meetings, I think, are going to become much more interesting. I also think that you will see it become easier and easier for people to get into the environments, to move between some of the social networking platforms and tools out there, in and out of the virtual environments. So I think it's going to be easier to get into the environments, easier to get access to the content that's in there, easier to network with other people, be they in that environment at that time or at a physical environment, where you have a hybrid event going on. So I think you're going to see those kinds of changes, in the short run, really start to impact this marketplace. I think the other thing, a good example is the meeting that you did with Cisco, the SLO meeting. That was a large, very important event for Cisco, where they took that virtual, and for the first time. And then they've got another one, even larger event that they're doing, their global sales meeting, coming up in September, and that is really, I think, a game changer for the industry. So when that event is over and we see how they've how much money they've saved. I mean, John Chambers at a keynote I was at recently talked about SLO and some of these other events that they've brought virtual, and they're doing them for 1/10 of the cost of those events, and they're getting as good or better results from those. So I think when this event comes up, this global sales meeting for Cisco comes out, and that really starts to get spread around the industry, and people start to see what that case study looks like and what those kinds of results are that are available. I think that's going to be another big window of opportunity for virtual events, and another big change you're going to see. I think you're going to see a lot more people coming to you for those kinds of meetings, as opposed to just the virtual trade shows.
You've been watching an unrehearsed, unscripted conversation between leading industry executives on the latest trends and perspectives in virtual technology marketing. For more information, visit us at 6connex.com/new_reality.